What is going on, everybody? I hope everybody's enjoying their week. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Black Apino, the Apple Guy, and today I'm going to be talking about a few things about my YouTube channel in terms of I ordered some things from Amazon and got them in today, and how they are actually going to be integrated into my YouTube channel. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what it is that I got. So I ordered some lights, and I also ordered something else that will kind of help me with my thumbnails. So if you have always wanted to know how a lot of YouTubers do their thumbnails, you know, they have their websites where you can download various themes and you can kind of use those, or they have certain settings, or they have a room where they actually have a good placement for products and they can do that. It's actually kind of hard to do because I don't have a room like that, and especially when it comes to lighting. So if you always want to know what I use for lighting in my videos, I'm actually going to show you really quick. So when it comes to my lighting, I actually use these. These are Lume Cube panels. These are just Lume Cubes. This was the first portable lighting I got from them. This is called the Lume Cube 2.0. This is basically just kind of like a light that you would stick on the top of your camera and you're out doing any types of vloggings, and you want to get a little bit more light in your picture, or say you're doing something at night and you're doing some street photography, or you're doing some or you're just doing vlogging out in the night and you can't really get a lot of light from your background or from the scenery. That's why this would come in. And then I have these are called Lume Cube Panel Minis. I actually did an unboxing of one of these, and I love this so much that I bought two. The beautiful thing about these is that it is completely digital on the back, so it has a little screen on the back that you can actually change the lighting of the panels, so they're bicolored. So you can range, they can start at like 3600 Kelvin, and then they go up as high as 5600 Kelvin, which is like kind of like pure light. And that's normally what I would have for all my videos when I'm sitting down and I'm getting light on me. This is particularly what I use. This is the only thing that I use for my lighting. Now I'm going to show you what my room looks like and show you why I won't be using these as much anymore because of what I got. So as you can see, this is my room. So it's not a very big room. As you can see, lamp there in the corner, I'll have that as my natural lighting. And then when it comes to any type of extra lighting that I would need, as before mentioned, I would use my simple Lume Cube panel, I would use my Lume Cube panel minis, and I would just match the lighting of this to the lighting of my room, which is a little bit warmer. So usually sometimes I have it a little bit more brighter. So I have it usually around the 50,000 or the 5,000 kelvins is typically what I'll have when it comes to doing my backlit lighting. But instead, I actually decided to kind of go a little bit more beyond that. I needed something that would actually be a lot easier to use than the Lume Cube, the panel minis, because the brighter you turn them up, the more battery it sucks. And so I really couldn't use them for a long period of times. So there's a channel that I follow called Think Media, which if you're not familiar with that channel, I have a link in the description below. It is an amazing channel, and they give you all these types of tips and tricks on how to improve your YouTube content. Now, for me, lighting is probably one of the more difficult things for me to do as a content creator, because as you see from my room, I don't really have a lot of space. It's hard for me to use a green screen in the back because it pretty much just won't fit in here. And then when it comes to any type of large studio lights, I simply just can't put just one here and then tuck it under my bed or in the corner, because again, it's just too big. My room is just not big enough for that. So I'm gonna have to think of in a different way of what I could use. And that's where I came in with this. These are the Neewer dimmable lights. Now these are basically just like my Lume Cubes, only they're much bigger, so they put out a lot more light, and I can actually charge these and use these with USB. So all I have to do is simply just plug it into my computer's USB port, and I get a 2-pack, and I can simply just use that for light. So what we're going to do is I actually have two unboxings. The first one is going to be this right here. So I'm going to show you what it gets in it. I just got this yesterday and haven't had a chance to actually unbox it and look at it. So we're going to do the unboxing and looking at this, and then just see what comes with this. So let's get on to that. So this is the box that it comes in. These are the Neewer 2-pack dimmable lights. Now these reach up to 5600 Kelvin, and they are USB operated in terms of basically I can actually power these via USB. Now this comes with a desk tripod as well as filters for it, so different colors. So we're gonna pop this open, and then we're gonna see what we get. So I'm gonna compare these with my Lume Cube. So as you can see, that is the size of my Lume Cube Panel Mini. They have another one called the Lume Cube Panel Go, and then there's another one that's an RGB version, but it's going to be a little bit bigger, but not as big as this. Kind of a little bit bigger, but more lengthier, and those are more designed for cameras, whereas this one is more designed for kind of like studio use. So as you can see, these are the two lights. They're actually pretty light. Wow, I honestly thought these were going to be a lot heavier than they were. So that's going to be your light. That's one of them. Looks like you get a remote control. So this is your on and off button right there. Then you've got your down and up. I'm assuming that's either going to be for the brightness and the dimming of that. Let's see what else you get. As I said before, it's simply USB powered. So we're going to slide this up on this. And so as you can see, it is a LED powered video light. It's a model ZC10S, and it's a 10 watt power USB input. So basically any USB should work for this. And what I mean by filter is, I'm assuming that's a filter right there. You simply just pull that out. As you can see, that is your LED lights there. That just slides in. So there's a little slot right there in the middle, right there. So you simply just slide that in like so. And I'm guessing that's just how that goes. And you have your tripod mount right there, so you can simply just attach this to your tripod, and then that's how that works. So there's that. These are your extra filters, so let's see what we get for this. It looks like you get two colors. You get two yellows, two reds, and two blues. So that's kind of cool. Obviously, you don't get two whites because, well, the white is the main filter, so why have two? Don't know why they don't give you two of those, but again, doesn't really matter. You get two filters, so you can kind of mix and match your lighting if you want to do so. So there's that one. And this is a 2-pack as well. So this is going to be your second one. And again, you have your filter right there. You have your instructions right there, which is pretty simple. I mean, it's just simple USB plug-in. So obviously tells you what you get with it, that the lights, up key, down key, on and off, and then shows you how to connect to that. So it's that. And you get some membership stuff, you know, if you ever actually pay attention to these. I actually find that using these is really handy because sometimes they do give you discount codes for other newer stuff. And I actually do have a newer lens that I use on my Panasonic. And I do find that Neewer does have a lot of really dope lighting and other accessories. So if you want to know what they have, I'll have a link in the description for their website. You can kind of browse what they've got. And then it looks like this is going to be the tripods, which doesn't really seem like all that hard to, actually they're pretty small. So this is the bottom, as you can see right there. So they probably fold out like a little tripod feet. That's your little screws in right there. These are going to be your main tripods here. Again, this was only like $69, so it really wasn't super expensive. So I don't expect it to be like super high quality, but in terms of just usability wise, it's, you know, pretty nice, pretty sturdy. Feels kind of like a plastic. Looks like there's some writing on it. So it basically tells you how to extend it, how to not extend it. Turning it right or left extends it. So you get a pretty decent length right there. So that's actually pretty cool. And then to lock it, I guess you just twist it to the side. So it looks like it goes from left to right is how you loosen it, and then from right to left is how you lock it. So there's that. And it does come with a handy little hand strap. So you get two of those because this is a 2-package deal. So there's two of those. And we're going to put this box over in the corner. And these look like your ball heads that you would use to attach the lights onto. So you can kind of rotate them in any direction that you want to. So if you have too much light on you, or if you want to reflect it off of some other source like a reflector, then that's what that's for right there. So you get two of the LED lights, two tripods. You can either set these up on your desk or they can be standalone, and as long as you have them plugged in via USB, then you're good to go. You have two of the ball heads for the tripods, and then you have extra filters for the LED lights themselves. So you get two of the yellow, two of the red, and 2 of the blue. So that is what I'm going to be using for my primary light source from now on, instead of using my lume cubes, because again, there's nothing wrong with my lume cubes. They're great. But when I need to turn up the brightness, if I feel like if it's not bright enough, turning up the brightness on it, it does drain the battery a lot. And although the battery life on these is around 8 or 9 hours, it depends on how bright you need it when you're using it. Typically, I find myself usually around the 20% brightness. So it usually brings down that 8 hours to, like, say, an hour and a half or 3 hours sometimes, depending on how much I'm using it. But that is that. And I'll have a link in the description for this, as I bought this from Amazon, as well as you can take a look at the Neewer website if you want to take a look at this. So again, that's everything for the unboxing of this. So if this video was helpful, give me a thumbs up, as these likes do help me create better content. And that is everything for the unboxing of the Neewer 2-pack dimmable lights. Now these have a range of up to 5600 kp or Kelvin, which is basically like a much brighter light source than normally what you'd have in your lamp, unless you're using a white shade. So these are also USB powered, so you don't need to worry about plugging them into a wall. If you don't want to plug them into a wall outlet, they are powered via USB. It does come with 2 tripods, whether you want to use it in a tabletop setting or using them on top of using them with the tripod itself. It does have the option of letting you do either or. It does come with 2 ball heads that you can stick on the tripod feet here, or if you want to put them on the tripod themselves, you can. This is a fully adjustable system, and it does come with extra filters. So it does come with an extra 2 yellows, it does come with 2 blues, and it does come with 2 reds. So the white is the only one that's only the one shade of. Everything else is double. So that is it. If this video was helpful, please give me a thumbs up, as these likes do help me create better content. And I have a link in the description for the website, as well as for the Amazon website for where I got these from. And I'll see you guys in the next video.